The euro is a very important currency internationally, but it can never challenge the exorbitant privilege of the dollar. Why? Because there is no counterpart in terms of a safe asset. So Chinese exporters, they get US dollars and they immediately plow them into US treasuries. So treasuries are the counterpart of the US dollar, and this is what makes the American dollar the currency that it is. The euro does not have an equivalent Eurobond, and nor can it, because the US Treasury is a federal institution. We don't have a federation here. So what I have been advocating is for a financial innovation, a public finance innovation, where the European Central Bank issues bonds. It's not unheard of. The Bank of Chile does it, and uses them not in order to finance a government, because we don't have one, but uses them in a smart mechanism for replacing Italian bonds, Spanish bonds, for converting the Maastricht-compliant part of the debt of the Eurozone member states. That way, you reduce the total amount of debt in the Eurozone in terms of net present value, firstly. Secondly, you create market discipline to incentivize governments not to borrow more than the Maastricht limits. You have a safe asset that the banking sector can rely upon, so banks in Italy no longer need to rely on Italian bonds. They can have ECB bonds, much safer, for their capital stock. And at the same time, you release the European Central Bank from having to buy government bonds, and it can then support EIB bonds for the purposes of a massive Green New Deal that will elevate investment.